Hey Destroyer, how are you, man? Mr. Bungle, what's up? Hope you guys are having a good day today. I do. Dougie Schultz, what's up? Southside NV, how are you, Southside? Camo, what's good, my man? What's good? Hopefully everyone's having a good Monday, and your Monday isn't putting you in a arm bar. Hey, from Desip, how are you? What's up, Eric Wade? We got lots of good stuff today. I got boss battle deets. Yeah, Southside. Hey, Lux. I got two 6-star icons that I can show you. So that's really cool. Technically, I have three, but one I can't show you because someone else is showing you it later in the week. So I can show you two of the new icons. That would be not one, but two. Yeah. So yeah. Also, if you're struggling with the Wade Barrett tour, I posted a video on that, how to beat it quite easily. I did it with a level 1. So yeah. What else? I think that's about it. We'll go through all that stuff today. Hey, Donjay, how are you, my man? We'll be having a boss battle beats. A long time no talkie, Donjay. I used to be in your faction. You used to talk to me. Right on, Gav. I hope it helped. That's the goal. Hey, Scon, how are you? Bob, thank you for the raid, bud. How was your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. Right on, Scon. Yeah, I took mine off of Seamus. The strap that I had on Seamus. Hey, Goaty, how are you, bud? Rules, what's up? B-Rock, how is B-Rock? How is B-Rock? The captain of the barber shop, as it were. How are you, B-Rock? Country Rules, honestly, I was having a really good day, but last, 45 minutes, my head is killing me. I'm starting to get, I think, a migraine, but I should be fine to get through the stream and stuff and see how I'm doing then. Patty Cakes, how are you? Zandel, what's good? Got you, Goat. Yeah. King Bear, it's been 3SB forever. Well, I beat mine, 3-starred it with 2K23, right on, Pokemaster. I 3-starred mine with this. I am Country Rules, I am. I 3-starred mine with this 2K Talent Barrett. So, I think you'll be okay. You made Mutant Valor 6-star. Ouch. Hashtag 21, never forget. Oklahoma Thunder. Acknowledge me. I will acknowledge you. How are you? Carl, what's good, my man? No. Well, yes, but you're going to have to take him up higher. Oh, B-Rock, that's in the video. I'm going to make you watch the video for that. I'll give you the link for it, though. Hold on. I got you. Copy link. Yeah, I'm going to make you watch the video for that. I do want to become famous, BJ Raphael, but instead we'll just ban you, since you're clearly, a bot. As soon as I figure out where I click that button, it's probably that one, the ban button. There we go. Done. Scobly22, how are you, bud? How are you? Merrick's Mondays are Merrick's Tuesdays here. Hi from the future. Oh, Leo, in the future, huh? Can you tell me who wins sporting events in the future? Yeah, the plate did nothing for him. The plate did nothing for him. It doesn't go off. It's just on there because it was on for Seamus. Appreciate that, Scopely22. Where's your moderator thing? Your moderator sword. So yeah. What do you guys, so, you know,
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
I mean, we won't be doing the boss battle blog instantly. We got to give people some time to get in here. It's got, you know, actual extremely incredibly useful information for boss. I'm not in charge of recruiting.
Yeah.
You can, Joey Legs. Not just one, but you can have another because I like you.
Yeah.
Mega King, I don't do any recruiting for my faction. I believe there's a waiting list, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know. In the meantime, we can absolutely talk about New Showdown. Goat, I think you're in my faction. Mega King, so yeah. I don't do any recruiting, especially on social platforms. Or people get really pissy about that, you know? It's really weird, but like, they'll accuse you of trying to poach players and stuff like that, so I just stay out of it, you know? Personally. No, Joey Legs, you're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can absolutely talk about New Showdown. It's part of the today's topic for discussion. Yep, still 1% Gav. Part of today's discussion plan, actually. I would imagine I'll have a lot different perspective than a lot of people I've heard. We can look at that too, Greenie. So if you look at the faction contest and the rewards, Dogface solo contest points. I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of happy people based on this weekend. Oof, oof, oof. You know? I actually really like the New Showdown, to be honest. That's what it looks like, Sensei. That's not inside info. That's just, it could be Braun Breaker too, right? It could be Rick, it could be Braun. So yeah. Yeah, I have 2 new promoters I can show you today. For sure. So Dracula, really interesting take. What exactly is it that is big crap, in your opinion, with the New Showdown? I'm waiting. Oh, I am really waiting, sir. Let's see if you can put a couple coherent sentences together of actual information. Quotation marks around information. Hey, One Wing, how are you? Yeah, that's my guess too.
Yeah.
My guess too. What's lame about the charge, Cole? Were you often playing more than 6 showdown matches in the daily showdown thing? I know I wasn't. I wasn't even playing 1 a week. So I wasn't even playing 1 a week in showdown before. So I feel like 6 is plenty for me. Maybe you were playing more than 6 a day. You might have been playing like 42 a week. I don't know. No, actually, it was 1 to 2 also. So if you weren't playing, but now you're playing, isn't that better? I'm curious, but... So this actually, to me, is awesome. Here's why. The restrictions, right? First off, let's disclose a few things. You can see what I've done so far. I don't level my showdown promoters in the past because I didn't care, right? So you can see where I am. I won all 6 of my matches. You can see I have a streak. You can also see I haven't bothered to refresh. To me, there's no point. I'll explain why I think so. 495 coins today. I'm still in the bottom league. I love that it's tech versus powerhouse. These have a class advantage against these. So I think that's a really cool idea, to be honest. I also think that it's great. Yeah, I'll show you the shop in a second. I don't have anything exciting in mind. Some people have had some crazy stuff that I've seen. Oh, 50% gem defense belt mid-carder? That would make it cake, man. But this is great because now you're not going to see the same defense week in and week out. In my faction, 60 players don't like the change. I mean the energies. All right, so you still haven't said why, what specifically is bad about the energy. I'm still waiting for something specific other than you're saying other people don't like it. So you don't like it because other people don't like it? Still waiting. Anyway, carry on. I'll patiently wait for some actual reasons. So I actually love this for me because I'm using people that I wouldn't ever probably normally use. Also, you're not going to run into all the other stuff. Plus, you're not seeing. So here's what I'm seeing, right? Look at my notoriety, wherever it is. Where's my notoriety? 702. This is what I see. It's okay, country rules. That's fine. I'm not worried about that one. Okay, you'd be higher. What happens when you go higher? Here's what's in my shop. But what happens when you go higher in notoriety? Here's what's in mine. I've seen Hollywood Hogan in people's. I love the higher Starfill frag quantities, higher TP quantities. So yeah. Yeah, like bushwhackers, exactly. You might see some fun stuff. You do earn more coins, but how many coins did you have on the old one? I don't know what the highest is, Trish. I just have seen mine. So the old showdown, I had 1.75 million coins that I had nothing to use them for. So I don't need everything today. Like, that's part of the problem is people want everything on day one. Then you have nothing to do and you're bored. So let's look at the leaderboard. Godflow is clearly burning through currency like nobody's business. I'm assuming currency and not buying. He's probably got more cash than money, like in-game cash than dollars. Jeff is and Ed Dog, right? So we also got Goat here, who's in the chat, burning through his Tapjoy currency. I know Goat's a Tapjoy person. So yeah, you can earn. I'm a Goat. How much showdown currency are you getting daily? I mean, obviously you get more currency if you play more, but well, I don't need it all right away. Oh, you don't like that you can't use the tag link? Okay, I could see that. I mean, to a point, for sure, yeah. Who knows if this is going to rotate or not, though, you know? But also, if you look at the divisions, here, you top out. You guys remember the old one? You got to the max level. You're still going to top out, right? So you're going to climb, and then you're going to be in the top league anyway. WWE Champion says it will rotate. Excellent. Thank you, WWE Champions. I think if your faction came to my Discord and listened to what I had to say more often, Dracula, I think they'd complain a lot less. But that's me. So eventually you get to the top league anyway. Right? And I'm in no hurry. I'm going to get there eventually. You also are put against the same people at your notoriety level and in your bracket. So if you rush to the top, you're going to be playing against other people that rush to the top. I have no hurry to do that or interest to do that. So I'm personally myself not planning on rushing to the top because I don't actually need anything. Hey Evo, how are you, bud? You know what I mean? Like what where's the fire? Yeah, Goat, it's cool if people want to. Fireball Kid? I don't know. I would assume they might have some kind of energy component. That's an assumation on my part. Also doesn't bother me. So, I mean, like, again, most people weren't maxing them anyway, so most events, including myself, so I don't really see that as a big deal. I mean, the game, the way it works is you always get more if you spend. That's everything in the game. I believe the new icons will be added to the store later this week, specifically on. I knew somebody would ask this for sure. Um, do 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 do. Later this week, yes, later this week. Showdown events will have different energy and regen rates. There you go. Thank you, WWE champions. Fallen Dreams, they're based on your notoriety. Initially, everyone starts at 200 notoriety, right? So that should be much less of a problem in a little bit, because the people with bigger rosters will be much higher notoriety that are actively playing than you. It was already answered, Dracula by WWE champions, if you scroll up. If you were here when I opened the shop, the answer, or if you went to the Showdown shop yourself, yes, you can. They are in the new Showdown shop, the old icons. Right here. No problem, Fallen Dreams. Yeah, so I started out at 200 as well with my double 6-star defense. I mean, we're playing it as far as the daily thing. We'll find out with the event thing. I get what you're saying, Lee, especially in your case, because I know what you, unlike most people, want information, so you can do something with it intelligently, right? A lot of people, it's just something to complain about, you know? In your case, you actually want to better your roster, become a better player, and do better at the game. So in your case, I completely understand where you're coming from. I will have more information that you will definitely want for boss battle when we get there. The two promoters I can show you today, one is Kurt Angle, and one is Beth. Beth being my all-time favorite. So I can turn my pickup up a little bit to right there, and now you can probably hear me better. I have my sound gate on so it doesn't pick my fan up. So the two I can show you today, I cannot show you this guy. Legu, how exactly is it any more pay to win than it was last week, the week before, the year before, or the year before that? Beth is my favorite lady wrestler, period, ever. Exclamation point. Hey, Concrete Man, how are you? Oh, I'm not feeding him. I asked him a specific question. That's not feeding at all, because it's not any more pay to win today than it was last week. All-time favorite lady wrestler, and then I have Kurt that I can show you today as well. You do not get to see anything about him. That'll be later in the week from a different content creator. Well, let's take a look. So this is an interesting possible set. They're all look good to me. I don't run her at all, Carl, but I would run her with a Titan plate. Yeah, every. So there's really, guys. I mean, it's common sense, right? If you make a game, you need to make money on the game. So you either make it where you pay to buy the game, or you make it where you have microtransactions so you can make your money there. If you make a game that is one purchase and done, then you don't support it anymore very much, unless you're doing microtransactions and that in the form of like DLCs and things like that. So I don't think it's fair to say that Showdown is pay to win at all. Personally, what are you winning? Hey T-Unit, how are you? What are you winning that is so much better than anyone else right now, today, in Showdown? But what are you winning that's different than anything else? Starfill frags can be bought at a much higher rate and have been. All these promoters are already available. Anyone that's spending already has all of these characters. So if you show me where this benefits pay to win, I'm waiting. Right? They already have it all. They don't need any of this. It's definitely no more pay to win. And again, you had like millions of currency sitting around doing nothing with, but what do I know? Hey, Mismatch, how are you? Yeah. I already said this from the beginning, SP8. Every aspect in this game is pay to win. Everyone who spends more has a much better advantage than somebody who doesn't. Everyone. It's no more pay to win this week than last week. Right? I mean, it's a gacha game. Every gacha game functions on money and cash. Ed has a better roster than I do and always will. Anyone that pays more money is going to have a better roster. That's always the case. Lee's got a better roster than me. It's not a secret or new. So what I'm saying is it's nothing new. And people think this is like massively impactful to free-to-play players in a negative way. And I simply don't see it personally at all. Like I said, I wasn't even playing this mode because Showdown was completely worthless. Now I have a reason to play. I'm not going to buy them. Could I buy these? Yeah, I have 18,000, 19,000 cash right now. I could certainly buy them. Certainly buy them, but there's no point. What's the rush? That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't see the rush. So we also don't have like, as far as we don't have anyone from India that does content, and we have way more players from India, I think, than any country other than America. At least my viewers, I want to say the biggest chunk is American, and the second biggest is India by far, much more than any other country. So the content creator thing is simply based on who they feel is going to do a good job with it, that's making content for it, and that sort of thing. Has nothing to do with any nationality and that sort of thing. So, as far as to answer your question there, if they were doing it based on viewership and player base, I think India would be the second biggest one as far as a specific country. It certainly impacts the gameplay, but like, to what point? I mean, like, yeah, unless you want to pay a bunch of, I mean, but to be fair, Goat, how many cash refreshes did you buy, Goat? Excuse me. Whoa, that was rude. Excuse me. 3? Well, there you go. So when you buy the cash one, do you get a full 6 Here, you know what? Here we go. Yeah, Evo, absolutely. Nope, plate doesn't matter, doesn't do anything. You get 1? Okay. 1 for 149? Yeah. Yeah, if you got, like, so if you want to do well, mismatch, New Barrett isn't good. But he is required for a specific tour people are asking about today. But he's not a good superstar. All right. So if you want to do well at Showdown, you're going to need promoters, the ones that you can earn in the free Showdown store, maxed out. I don't care. You know, That could change once we see the weekend showdown. I may have to reevaluate that, right? For sure. But we'll see. I don't really care about the currency. Like, I mean, if it turns out there's somebody in there that I don't have in the store, then I'll want to save for it, right? But it is. All my showdown ones are untouched. Scopely 22. So anyway, back to Beth, if we can. I feel like we're going to get sidetracked off and on. But that's okay. I'm just saying it's not nearly, at this point, the big deal that people are trying to make it out to be. Especially considering a few of the people I've seen making it out to be a big deal are also at the top of the leaderboard, which is interesting. So Beth has a few different good things to do. Unless you have affiliation, Hutch, then you can double down. No, SP8, you're fine. I wasn't speaking to you. I was talking in general. So she has this kind of thing. Like, it's not going to be probably anything OP, but she has a lot of decent stuff. I don't know. I don't do the models. You got the finisher you can go into. Nice, Goat. Yeah, country rules. That's all I'm like, really, it's not super impactful. You're gonna get, if you're at the top, you're gonna get more shards, prize wall currency, like right away, right? You're gonna get more right away. But your notoriety determines who you face against. You're going to have a much easier time winning, keeping your streaks alive. You're going to go up just fine. I mean, like, it's really not a big deal. In the grand scheme of things, you'll be able to get the stuff eventually anyway. That's all I'm saying, is it's certainly not worth getting worked up about, especially when we play a game where you always have a slight advantage. All right, can somebody help me out here? Does the game not have translation based on where you live in-game? Yes? Right? Like, if you live in Holland, don't you get, like, Dutch? Because I've seen people that have different game versions with different languages. Can anyone help me out? Yeah, it does, right? Does it not have a Spanish version too? I'm pretty sure it does, right? I just need to know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's translated in a lot of different languages to answer your question. I know I've seen it in German too. Yeah. So I think everything is a pretty fair base as far as that goes, since no one else has it specifically done to anything else. And again, content creation is simply based on your content. So if you would like a Spanish CC, you would need a Spanish content creator that wants to bust his butt and make a bunch of videos. Also, from a company perspective, I would assume, although again, this is Merrick's talking, not Scopely, that whoever's in charge of the content creators, you would need somebody that could, well, in my case, it's Furpo. You would have to be able to communicate with him. No, Benny's from Canada. If French might be his native language, but he definitely speaks English, right? Zorro is somewhere, I want to say, where's Zorro from specifically? I'll get it wrong. He's in a Middle Eastern country. I don't know the exact one. So he's not English, and he speaks multiple languages. He speaks English well. I want to say, I don't know which one he is specifically, and I should know. I just don't want to say the wrong thing, so. But yeah, Beth has some interesting stuff, I think. This is going to be very difficult for me to set this up right now, so. Yes, it has error in multiple languages, Drac. Not just Spanish. You're certainly not being singled out positively or negatively. Everybody's on the same playing field here. Errors in English too. Uh-huh. You're not wrong. I kind of like this one too. Should recycle pretty well. Low charge to start. Hey Sam, how are you? The blog. But yeah, if you from the King of Kings store later this week. Well, let's find out if she's just usable or better than usable, huh? I think you can turn CC on, closed caption on. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I never mess with that stuff. Give me 2 seconds. I don't even know how to do that on Twitch because I never pay attention to it. I just watch the stuff that I can understand, which for me, sadly, is only English. You're loving the new Showdown mode? Right on. What do you like about it? $161K. Let's go for funsies. Yeah, it does make you prioritize all the classes. I personally am a fan of that. Even if I don't want to level everybody up. I'm a fan of it. I don't want to be playing it all day. For sure, getting over a certain point of the game is always difficult. On the plus side, Wheels, you don't need any of these promoters. It's more of a quality of life sort of thing. Not anything you need. Oh, let's go gem damage here. And in a little bit, we'll have the blog for the midweek boss with useful information. Oh, where are you? You're higher, huh? Let's go there. Let's use you for this one, and do I want to... Let's go sub damage. 4 turns. Do I really want to go to 5? I wonder how many you'll lose. Not that I have a 6-star opponent to go up against with Beth, so there's that. But, you know, it's fine.
What?
That one? Bally Hooligan, if you can't play because you don't have a good powerhouse, I mean, today's gonna be the hardest because everyone starts out at 200 notoriety. The worse you are, the lower your notoriety is gonna be, and you'll be on the same level in a couple days as everybody else as they play it. So it will no longer be a problem in a few days for you. You'll have people at your exact level. Today is just day 1. Same thing for you, Aaron Current. And also, I mean, like, really, that's gonna happen in competitive game modes. You run into people that are have better rosters than you're gonna lose. That's sort of the way they work. It definitely isn't everyone gets a trophy. Yeah, but why do you need more energy? That's my question to you. I'm not getting any. No one's making you buy new energy. Like, you don't need it, so... you you can go higher on the leaderboard, but why does that matter? Like, so if you have a crappy roster and you're not spending, you're not going anywhere on a leaderboard anyway, let's be real. When was the last time you looked at a leaderboard and saw anyone that wasn't a huge spender on top of it? Like, really, guys? I don't go for leaderboards. I have a massive roster and I don't go for leaderboards. Like, what is your obsession with this? If you're not spending, you're never on a leaderboard anyway. So why are you pretending to be mad? Because you've never been on a leaderboard and you're never gonna be unless you spend, just like me. Everybody knows this. I mean, like, realistically, just being real. I mean, come on. If you want to come up with a decent complaint, I'm all for listening. But yeah, you can play more if you spend. But you can go higher on the leaderboard if you spend. Okay. This isn't new. I mean, again, the same thing with the weekend. Top of the leaderboard's always spenders. Like, for reals. I don't leaderboard weekend events. And I have a huge roster. Compared to a lot of people. Tiny compared to spenders. But, I mean, like, just... Come on, guys. Really? Just... Come on. Right? Just play for fun. I like Sam. He just plays for fun. Imagine wanting to have fun playing a game. Yeah, Beth looks... Her picture looks nice for sure. Absolutely. I'm actually not triggered. I'm just... It never ceases to amaze me how much people in our game complain. Like... It makes it really hard to take anyone serious when this is kind of the stuff you complain about. You know what I mean? Like, legitimately. I got nothing for you. You love it when Merrick's does the news? Alright, so this isn't really a fair, usually Mondays are really good. I was expecting this today. I mean, to be fair, I was expecting this. So here's the funny thing. I'm gonna stop for 1 second. Here's the funny thing. Everybody are complaining about a mode that nobody was playing. Right? Literally nobody was playing Showdown. Almost ever. The daily Showdown, I didn't play it at all. I didn't even play it most of the time on the weekends. I auto-claimed weekend Showdown coins all the time because I didn't care. So it just cracks me up that you're going to complain about a mode you weren't playing. And you still can play it to kill time. Right, country rules? I'm saying. So it's fine. Well, then you're gonna drop Bally Hooligan. You're gonna have to get a better roster. I don't know what to tell you. People that have a better roster than you are going to beat you. That's the way it works. You need to improve or you're going to lose. Otherwise, there's no advantage to working on your roster. I don't know what to tell you. By deciding to spend as my own. Oh yeah, this past weekend there was a lot less shards, Piper, for sure. So way less shards. You have multiple 3-star golds. Yeah, you shouldn't win at anything if you have 3-star golds. Just saying. But, I mean, like, again, I don't care. I don't need every character. So same sort of thing. Actually, you know, I think I'm just going to switch gears here. And we're going to go a different route. Yeah, you're going to get bodied in every mode. That's just the way it works. If your highest card is like a 5-star, I'm going to be real with you. You can't do anything competitively at a higher level. Right? And this isn't like kindergarten where everybody gets a participation trophy. You're gonna have to work your butt off or spend to move your way up. That's the way it works. And you're gonna take a beating on the way, just like all the rest of us took a beating on the way. Here's the new Kurt. Yeah, it's never been easier to be free to play. You don't want to work or spend? Well, then you're gonna suck. Sorry, Pat. I don't have any good news for you. To quote Barrett, I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you. What moveset you guys want to see first? Huh? He's got a skip turn for 2 turns. Everybody loves skip turns. We're gonna want to see that. I know it. Can he make yellows? How do we get yellows? Zandel, I haven't played her, but the one match you just saw, and like for me to cohesively think about what's happening right now is not gonna happen. Right? There's way too much going on. I'm way too busy calling people out for ridiculous statements. But yeah, Piper, you're completely correct. When this past one, I got 1,400 shards, right? There were way less shards than normal for you. So that's accurate. Same boat, buddy. Same boat. 16 random. What else we got? 6x2. 6x2 area to make into multiplies. 6 multiplies to destroy. We got this green snowfall. Wait. Hold on. What are these? What size multiplies? I guess we're gonna have to find out. 2 times? It looks like? Five by 1 area into snowfall. So we could use that. Or we could use this to get these to go off. But then you can't get back to that necessarily. Yeah, green. We're good the rest of the way. Yeah, this should set it off. Yep, refills itself. Hey, Zesto, what's up? Yeah, Snowfall recycles all the green. So this would also be in contention for a Sheik plate, potentially, too, right? I suppose? The move damage isn't crazy, but it's not terrible. Gotcha, Mid-Carter. Yeah, there was significantly less. Yeah, Sheik plays would be solid for this, I would think. Yeah. Bailey would be good for this too, yeah? With the 2 green, because you could run Bailey. Oh, so, Baby Hooligan. Bye, Felicia. Bye. We'll see if you actually, you know, leave or not, but bye. No one will miss you, including me. And a lot of other people. Uh, yeah. It's funny. Like, the shill stuff at this point, it used to make me mad, but like, I have had so many not nice things to say over my time as a content creator at this point that it doesn't surprise me. You know, or it doesn't bother me. But you'll miss the stupid questions comments. We need a Kurt mini cowboy hat, Kurt. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I'm gonna go with Matt just to see. Hug it out, hug it out. I would hug it out with him. I'm actually mostly entertained. Mostly. I'm just a sexy Kurt. Well, we'll just go all out here. Full whale build. Yes, I did just buy Felicia someone on the stream. That's true. Mrs. Merrick would probably tell me to be nice, but you know, like I'm sort of PTSD from retail in the sense that like not every customer is a good customer. And like, you know, if somebody's kind of whatever, I'll probably let them know they're kind of whatever. And you can fill in with whatever word you like. I do not miss that. I do not miss that. Oh, I might have to farm metal bits, guys. You don't like that? So I have heard people say they don't like the defensive loss costing their win streak. I personally do, but I do understand why people will say that. Yeah, almost 11 years I did it, Star, and I've never been happier since I've been out of it. It was not, it was not fun. You know? It was not fun. Did I just put regular Fury? Is that what that was? Yeah, that's fine. I'll just go regular Fury 1 and then Fury 2. Why not? And then I can get a green move damage. Alright, I gotta... Give me 2 seconds. I'll get some currency. It does prevent fodder defense. That's why I like it. Right? Because I have these to open and I'm sure they're junk, so we can sell these. Yep, I don't need any of those. So let's sell those and that should be enough to equip it. Someone meant... So defense doesn't count as a win streak? Okay, that would be maybe cool to get that to count as a win streak. Did you do your Austin Blitz? I'm just joking. I didn't either. Yeah, I didn't. I had enough, but I didn't do it. What? There... we don't have any fodder viewers right now. There we go. That's enough metal bits. All right. So child incomplete. That is a great question, to be honest. And I would answer that depending on your roster. Do you see how many medals I have space for here? 680. I saved everything. So now I'm at a place where I have enough tier 2 Furies that regular Furies don't matter, like tier 4 or even tier 5 regular Furies, unless they're a percentage move damage. I just get rid of all of them on the tier 4s and tier 5s. Fury 2, I save everything, literally everything. I don't throw them away. Takedown 2, I save everything. I don't throw them away. It doesn't matter what they are. And then takedown 1, I still keep the percentage move damage medals if I don't have at least 2. Yeah. Defensive losses will end your streak. And the reason I think they should is because of the fodder defense BS. I always thought it was really stupid in Showdown that losing a fast was a strategy, right? Like, losing fast was a strategy, and I always thought that was really dumb. So... That would be awesome, Sonic. Kurt does look really tall. Not gonna lie, he does look really tall. It's gonna rotate, I guess, Concrete Man, from what WWE Champion said. None of us know what it's gonna look like for sure at this point. No one looks like knows what events are gonna look like at this point. Maybe Scopely, right? But I mean, no one like regular player like myself or you, sort of thing. Okay, so they are ×2 multiplies. Yeah, I have no idea, Concrete Man. I don't know. Today's day one. We'll find out together, you know? Okay, I'm gonna do that differently next time. Okie day. Let's do this. Interesting. Yeah, let's do... Alright. These will be in the King of Kings Pass store later this week. Alright. Certainly gonna be usable. Like, and that's not with a Sheik plate. Yeah, they all look like they're good to me. Like, actually good. How good is yet to be determined. Are you talking about the Hogan plate, Ducky Schultz? I do have the Hogan plate. I think it depends on people's roster black chapters. Like you said about JBL, it looks like he's got a Titan build, and anyone that has a Titan build at Powerhouse should be decent, right? They're all the powerhouses except for Andre are like a turn 2 win, you know? And so that would be the case. I'm sure there is absolutely like you can do this too, right? Like right here. And you can work a stun into this quite easily. And probably it would take forever, but you could easily stun loop with him for sure. You know I'm not a fan of that, but you could easily loop the stun this way for sure. It's going to take a while, so I don't love it, but you can absolutely use that. How much is this? What's the damage on that? 242k? 6 multiplies to destroy. That's really cheap. So those are cheap moves. Yeah, so there's Natty, Beth, JBL, Brock, Kurt, and Booker T. The sub leaves multiplies. Goldie will have him in Italia for you on Thursday, I think. She's a powerhouse. She should be solid. I I don't Stunlock will take all day, so I don't particularly care about it. 6 to make into yellow. That leaves multiply. And then we would want the greens to destroy to get back to that. No, I cannot play JBL today, actually. The two I can play are Angle and Beth. Those are the two I can play. Yeah, Angelo, I like Ridge more too. Yeah, you can 100% you can see his entourage ability. That was way polite. And you know what?
Yeah.
You can. At 6-star, you get 50% more Showdown coins from battle. I like Beth too. She's not going to be super fast, Big Love, but she's going to recycle and win for sure. Hack. So Goldie will on Thursday. Nothing to be sorry about. If I could play JBL, I would. I also am not going to show you his moves because that'll be an official review. Oh, you came back? All right. Yeah. Welcome back, Bally. I'm glad you changed your mind. Welcome back. I hope you stick around for more of the stream. I really do. Just because he's Angle? Yeah, I mean, he's going to be usable. What's the damage on this sub? 169 for 3 turns. Choose 6 green to destroy. Choose 6 to make into yellow. Move charge on that is 7. Yeah, I don't love it. I really don't love it. It's going to take a while to win. I mean, like, a while, probably. Although... yeah, it's going to take a while to win. Yeah, you don't need the new promoters at all, so... they're a quality of life. They're not needed. Yeah, if you want to look at them, you can go into your roster, and you can see all of them. Promoter. Down here. So I just can't click on JBL and show you his leveled up stuff. But like Booker T, he's got a sub that turns into cross breaks. Choose 5 gems. So look at it. This is a really cheap move, right? When he's pinned, you can generate 16 randoms. This is choose cross breaks to destroy. 1 turn countdowns that destroy 8 random gems. Don't know how many of those countdowns go on there. Stun, this probably goes to 2 turns. Kick out and gain health. Decrease all countdown gem timers. So like any of the countdown ones, if you have an ultimate strap for them, which to my knowledge no one does for an icon, and you had a Judgment Day plate, which I don't have, would drain them all as well. So any of the countdown ones will be viable with the Judgment Day plate. I mean, but like, I don't know how they're going to scale, but it's interesting. Goldie Natty looks like she's going to be really good. And again, these aren't scaled. You can see them in the game, so we can look at them. As random X breaks, choose 4 gems to make into red. Make a bunch of X breaks when pinned. Choose 4 X breaks to destroy. Destroys random gems, kick out, stun, decrease all countdown gem timers. So you can maybe do something with a Veer plate kind of thing here with the X breaks, potentially. Except it's on a sub, so that won't work actually. But yeah. But awesome that there's going to be another good powerhouse for lady options. Brock looks pretty interesting too. He's a striker. Destroy 9 random cross breaks. He's probably blowing up the board. Choose 5 gems to destroy at 6 MP. Increase your black MP. That's 15 cross break gems. So maybe depending on move damage. No, I don't think Sheamus will do anything for them. Sub leaves cross breaks. Increase your red MP. So you're blowing up the board and subbing. That's always pretty good on a striker. So they're all really usable. Exactly. I don't have a good Brock. So That would be super nice. So they all look like they're to me good. Yes, almost with X breaks. Yeah. Are any of them completely OP? I don't know. This is just first playing with them, so I don't have a good. Well, Tech Brock is good, but most of us don't have him. Yeah, they all look decent, right? So I don't know. You know, I haven't played, like, literally haven't played anything other than what you guys have seen. Because I got them shortly before stream. Also, we're an hour in. Do you guys want to see the boss info now? You guys want to see that? I mean, you hate to be Captain Obvious, but the drip looks good on Brock. I mean, it might be. I don't know why you would think the drip would be good since he's got cross breaks everywhere. And, you know, you're kind of crazy. Yes, that obviously will be good. Drip on Brock will be just fine. Yes. Yes, indeed. No, Fraggle. It's coming later this week. And I have no idea what they're going to cost. No idea. Female boss battle, we did it. All right. So then you guys don't have to stick around unless you want to. I don't like holding anyone hostage too much. So we'll go to that real quick here because I know people want to see that. So, and then we can try to play them a little bit more. I would assume child, yes. They're not rentals as far as I understand. As far as I understand, you'll be buying their shards or them completely. I have no idea when the prize wall gets here. You'll know as soon as I know, probably the same time when it goes in the game. So, also, maybe you guys remember when we got the last icon rollout? Again, not inside info. This is just me hoping. Where it was like $5 and you could get a 4-star bronze. It was random who you got for the boss battle one. Hopefully we get another $5 deal like that where you have a shot to get one at like 4-star, 5-star, whatever, you know? That would be cool for sure. That would be really neat for us to be able to get one at the start for a reasonable price. For sure. I don't know if that's going to be a thing or not. That's just something I hope is. That's not inside info, but that would be cool because I liked that the last time. I got Ray with that one. You got Rock? I got Ray. Booker looks solid actually, Shadow. You'd buy that for $1.05. You got Piper? You got Woods? Piper. I wish I had gotten Piper. I would have been fine with that. Cool, iBobs. Cool story, bro. We're past that. You're a little bit late to that party. We already covered all of that multiple times, so you're a little late. Maybe next stream you can get on the complaint session. We're way past that now, bud. Sorry. You're late.
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
Nope. But I am here to do this. Sorry, Fraggle. That's okay. I don't mind if you're late. I'm just letting you know your kid is way more important than anything I will ever say. Not even close. What?
What?
But I am serious about that, though. All right, here we go. Required faction boss coins. We know this stuff. This is all normal. Here we go. Actually, this is the most important part. We'll go back to the other stuff. There you go. Now, I can reasonably help plan for boss battle attack for you guys. It looks like, just looking at it, 15 should be extremely doable, right? Like, extremely doable. And 20s are thankfully scaled down because breakers are going to be a problem, right? So, health pool was a huge concern for me. 20 still isn't going to be a gimme by any stretch, for sure. But you're going to be able to play, for sure, a long way. 77 million, I can easily have a plan to beat that one. For everybody. No, every faction should be able to at least do 15s. Like, if you even kind of try, you can do a 15. If you even kind of try. This one, you'll need, well, if you have EO, you're going to be fine. If you have EO, you're going to be fine. I don't. Anyway, let's go back to the top now. Bricky, you should be able to this one, as long as you got, like, some Litas, you should easily be able to do it. If you can dodge a wrench, you can do a 15. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Alright, here we go. Battle tips. Well, there's other things other than trap gems. Don't worry. I'll get to that, like, I'll put on my normal boss thing. I'll probably work on that tomorrow on stream and get it out. I think I do have that soundbite somewhere. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? No. No. No, I downloaded it, but I don't have the bleed one yet. Okay. Boss moves, so every 1 to 2 turns. Any color gem, leech gems, deal damage, increase MP cost. So the MP cost would be a thing. Finishers, this is 10 times more. Trap gem damage is 60 times more. Bailey's the boss. Boss level will be reset with this faction boss. So it looks like we're going to have to beat each level 1 by 1 again. Useful boss breakers. Yeah, if you want to complain, that's what the forum is for. Absolutely. Eventually I just get sick of it, especially if it's not very constructive. So oh, right on, Bailey. That's good to hear. EO will be better, but Bailey will be good too. EO will definitely be better because easier to load. I am willing to forgive and forget, Bally. If you are willing to pull your head out of your butt a little bit, we can both agree to disagree on some things and get along good. Or well, to use somewhat proper grammatical statements. Don't get on him too hard, guys. Maybe he had a change of heart a little bit. You know. But you can unboss? Alright, hey, we're halfway there. You know what, guys? We're halfway there. Look at us coming together as a stream. Man, look at that. Look at that. So breakers are going to be great in general, but we're probably don't have a ton of currency. So, Scopely, if you're listening to this stream, in honor of an all-lady boss, might be nice to have some currency, a lot of it go out. I'm just saying. We hugged it out! Yeah! Wait.
Yeah!
Yeah! I mean, it's a start. There's 10k in the Backstage Pass today. Oh, I'll take 10k. Looks like I'm buying the Backstage Pass for 10k.
Yeah!
Yeah! You want Sherry this weekend? Right on. Zandel, I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. Looking at what the contest points are for. Merrick's, how are you, my friend? I don't know, Brother Ray. But, you know. So, anyway, these are the boss breakers. We may or may not have currency, etc. Anyway, the big thing is the health. 15 should not be a problem for 4 characters to do 77 million health. 500 million, you're going to have to work a little bit if you don't have EO or Bailey. China, the Hall of Fame China is a good shout. Trick Becky's a good shout. Stacy with an NWO plate's a good shout. And Lita's a good shout. Right off the top of my head, that's what you'll get for today. No, so 10 times on the finisher, 60 times on the other one, on the traps. Yes, Backstage Pass and King of Kings have a lot better value. Super Stacy. Other Stacy will be okay too, but Super Stacy in particular will be good. The finisher damage, especially with an NWO plate. Because she's got a big finisher. The other one will be fine too. Carl, probably. So let's check in game now too, guys. Here we got the health here, and then we'll check in game 2. And I'll show you a couple things real quick. One shot, yeah. 1,000 times would be amazing, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. It's not the size of your finisher that matters. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You know what does matter though? No CSS or anything like that, Evo. Just the health was the big one, right? Don't forget to do your thing today. Yeah, this thing. The health was the big one, right? It still doesn't matter what your name is. Still, yeah, that should change over tomorrow. Wait, that does not sound dirty. Yeah, yep. Nope. That was the big one, Evo. And yes, that is huge. So we can try and formulate a game plan. I can hopefully get a video out to help people. But anyway, here we go. Check out the boss. This is every 1 to 2 turns. Typically, when it says every 1 to 2 turns, it means 1 to 2 turns. So what's going to happen? My guess, boss first turn, MP goes up, shield goes up, leech gems go out. And then this last 2 turns, so my guess is you're going to get 1 turn reprieve without this, and hopefully you've broken the shield, right? So turn 1, everything happens. Turn 2 for the boss, this happens, and then turn 3, everything happens again. That's my guess. So turn 1, I would expect shield, I would expect MP increase, and I would expect this. This turn 1 for the boss. Turn 2 for the boss, I would expect this. Turn 3 for the boss, I would expect this, and this. Shield will not be affected by boss breakers, so no on the neutralize. Neutralize will not take the shield down, but it's any color gem. The good news for a lot of folks is 1.5 million damage per turn means that you're probably gonna survive a lot longer with 6-star. Yes, ideally you don't want to give the boss a turn. I mean, no. This is not a boss buff, this is a debuff on the player. So neutralize won't do anything with that. That is a debuff on the player, not a buff on the boss. Yep, good question though. Very good question. All right. Right? So if you have a healthy 5-star gold, what are they usually at, guys? Like 4 million health? Do we get health for this one? We only get 3 days. What do we got? We got health 30%. Yeah, so that's normal. Move damage 30% and gem damage as well. Glad we get move damage. That's nice. 4 to 5 mil, 3 to 4. All right. Regeneration X counters this a little bit, but it's still increased. So yeah, a little over 4. All right, so you probably can live till turn 3. It's going to be close. You might need to use vitality medals if you're gold. If you're 6-star, you can live a bunch of turns, so that's good, right? But the living 3 turns would be a good setup since we don't have max breakers most likely, right? Living 3 turns is going to be nice. This is preliminary. Haven't done a ton of breakdown stuff, so I'll just try and give you guys some quick stuff today for talent up and such. What are we on? This is chaotic, right? That one I selected first. Let me make sure. Let's do defensive. That one usually is rough. So as far as trap gems, birdie birdie burr. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Who's got a big fit? Yeah. That's a carry spot. Straight up carry spot. I obviously will be using Shayna. Obviously not. She does nothing for me. Since she doesn't have a real finisher. Oof. Oof.
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
No.
What?
Okay. So defensive sucks. Right? That one's going to be tough unless you have Bailey, which I don't. Yeah, Snowfall's from the sub. But I mean, it's going to be tough Los in the sense that nothing really buffs anything. Nikki Ash, she might have a decent finisher to a point and can heal herself. I you gotta hit it for the one time. What, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shayna to break the shield would be good, Black Chapters. That's a good shout. Yes, absolutely. And just because I'm pretty sure this is the one you like, Angelo, I got this for you too.
Acknowledge me.
All right. So yeah, this one's gonna be rough. I'll have to study into this one for sure. That's okay, Roscoe. So chaotic. Let's see who makes traps. Kyrie. Not sure I'm feeling that one. Oof. Mickey. EO if you got EO, yeah. Obviously EO is the answer for sure. For the few people that have her. Mickey with her thingamajig, the ray plate would be pretty good. Right on, Angelo. Zelina, how big's her finisher? Let me look. Ish. It's only 5-star bronze, but 118k. Ish. What about Steph? What's Steph's finisher? Maybe. Yeah, damage to herself. That's fair sting. I do have EST. She's not under chaotic though. We'll get there. This one's looking, Molly should do about, oh, Molly's finisher is big? You know, I can't remember the last time I looked at Molly's finisher. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Okay. 145k. Unfortunately, I don't have Demon Valor. #21 never forget. Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
That's what Angelo does. Yeah, that Molly could certainly work. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. All right. Lita here is good because her finisher will be big. Hall of Fame China isn't Demon Valor is yellow finisher damage. Hall of Fame China has got damage per trap move. This one will be fairly tasty, right? So you just replace this with the stun. Get all of the traps out and then hit this move and then blow up the board. Repeat, you know? So this one would be good. So China will be really good. Lita should be solid. Yeah, China will be really good. Lita should be solid. I think Bianca's got a decent finisher. I think China will be better, yes. Yes. But you may not have both 6-star. Yeah, her finisher is pretty decent, and I think you can get back and forth to it pretty okay. So, decent sized finisher. Um, I think Mela might be okay-ish. Yeah, China, good shield breaker and good damage. Absolutely. So China and Lita, I feel like I'd give the edge to China because she'd be better at the shield and then the move too. So yeah. Then this spot focused is usually so Super Stacy I like quite a bit with an NWO plate. Becky, ton of trap gems. You got EST Bianca, who recycles her stuff. This is the one people should have a lot of good stuff for. This one, yeah, China will be pretty dirty on that one. I agree. EST, I think can put some trap gems out. Did Sensei a little bit. Yep. With the ray plate, you can grow her damage. Some concern she hurts herself, but she's also healing herself when you're breaking those health gems. So it's kind of she should be healing herself up too, as well as doing damage. So, I mean that's a good reason, Nick. That's a good reason. So Becky this way would be interesting. Probably. Yes, child. Yes. I would say I would probably run her this way. Get your traps out, get your sub out. They turn into cross break gems and then swipe and blow up the board. Probably I think that would be the way I would do it. I think. There's also the finisher, which isn't tiny. Hey, Sako, how are you, bud? You went double purple? You mean double red, yeah. So either this way or double red finisher, it'll be interesting. I think, one way or the other. But I think Becky has a lot of utility. It will cover some of the traps, but then you do blow up the whole board. So, I mean, like, I think it's maybe 6 of this, half a dozen of the other, you know? We'll see. Belair does have a finisher. She does have some trap gems. She is 6-star for me. These are all things I like. It's not a small finisher either. It's definitely not a small finisher. Hey, Fifth Element, how are you, bud? You could get some trap gems on the board if you wanted to. I don't know how important that is necessarily. Maybe B-Rock, yeah. Yeah, one is way longer than the other. I don't have very many New Age. I'm going to take some today. I'm going to take Super Stacy to 6-star. I haven't needed to, right? So Super Stacy is going to go for me. And then I don't know who else. So there's a lot of decent choices in Focused, right? Kyrie maybe will work at Chaotic. If the problem is I don't particularly want to take her up really high, but if you, I mean, to be fair, she's already 5-star silver, so, and I have shards, so it really is just coins, so that's not really a big deal. Kyrie, it's not a ton of trap gems, and her finisher and stuff, she doesn't have high move damage, so I feel like it's kind of a trap, simply because there are not very many trap gems. It's a trap, kind of, if that makes sense. I have not, child. I have not. It looks really good, though. I've heard good things. So I don't think Kyrie will do enough. Mickey is definitely interesting, especially with the ray plate. Her finisher gets really big. I think you just run her triple yellow, yeah? And, yeah, triple yellow, you'll heal yourself off with the finisher. Yeah, Jinder and Anderson. Yeah, you would need to do that for more traps. I don't think it's enough, B-Rock. Yeah, Ray. Oh, yes, Ray Plate. So it'll buff the damage all the time. Yeah, Happy. I would love a lady version of Happy Corbin. For sure. Yeah, Ray Plate does this. Didn't I just say I'd run triple yellow? I thought I said I'd run triple yellow with the Ray Plate. And maybe I didn't. No, okay, you didn't hear me? And just run the two other moves a little first to build up the finisher. That could be too, Sensei. Yeah, so I don't have her 5-star. That's why you don't see it, right? Like, here. I don't have her 5-star, so I don't have that yet. I haven't leveled her up. What does her finisher go to? Let me look on the portal. Mickey. Let's all look on the portal together. Oh boy, child. So if you got a drip plate, as much as I love Corbin, if you have a drip plate, Dakota is ridiculous. So I would take her first. I don't know if there'll be a better lady if you have a drip plate. I don't have a drip plate. 572k base. So the thing is, you get a new base, right? So the Ray plate each time would work off of the new base of 5.7 million. The thing with Corbin is he doesn't need anything. So if you don't have a drip plate, Corbin, that being said, what Black Chapter said is true. Corbin at 5-star gold can easily beat 6 stars. Dakota, that triple move set is great even without a drip plate. So, what if you don't have a drip but your best lady tech is Shayna? What is your question? If that's your best lady tech, I think you just answered your question. Yeah, Dakota's really good. I believe I hit for 5 million even without a drip plate, if I'm not mistaken, at 6-star. That was full max level full stars though. But Dakota's for real good. Yeah, Corbin's awesome. I would do Corbin first and then just do Dakota second right behind him with your trickster tokens. So Mickey should be solid for sure, I think. Yeah. Super Stacy, Lita, China, Trick Becky. Somebody asked about Bailey. I have not played her much. What did I take her up to? I just got her recently, actually. Carl, I have no issue with that. Dakota is going to be hugely impactful, plus she's from your country. So, you know, makes perfectly good sense to me. Molly definitely has a decent finisher here, like somebody said. Certainly, if you have her, which not a lot of people do, EO is she should be the best. EO should absolutely be the best, this boss. With the Ray plate on Mickey. No, so if you have her 6-star, Mr. Sacco, she should be doing 5 million base. Then the Ray plate will add 7.5 each time it goes off. And then your medals will be on top of that 5 million new base. So if you have like 300% yellow move damage, you're going to start off at like 20 million with Mickey. And then you're going to add 5 million each time if she's 6-star. If it's 367k, she's going to start at 3.67 million, like at 5-star gold. And the Ray plate will add about 5 million each time, if that helps. That's just off the top of my head. Now, trap gems, it's 60 times. So if you have anyone that can lay traps down, each one of those is essentially a 60 time multiply gem. Yes, BG, correct. So in cases like this, right, where you don't have anyone, and let's say you're trying to get through a 20, you can't win on turn 1, but maybe you can on turn 2 or turn 3, you would want somebody that can clear a lot of the board and have a decent finisher. So, you know, somebody like, I think I heard somebody mention Lana. I haven't looked at her. Let me see. Somebody like her, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Why did somebody say Lana? I don't remember why. Maybe because of the areas swapping back and forth. Go Becky would be a good choice. Yes. I'm gonna have to go over a lot of these as well, but Lana maybe because of the areas. I don't know. Oh, she does choose some trap gems. How many trap gems? If it's a lot, sure, but it's also choosy, and that's usually slow. Lana. Clicky, clicky. Yippee-doo. Yippity-da. 7? It's very choosy, but it's not terrible. And you could literally... Is this random? Is the spear random? I don't remember. I was going to say, otherwise you could just drop the spear right over them. And then use the finisher. But that's yellow. I mean, it's super choosy. But if for some reason you had her like 6-star, sure. I wouldn't invest in her for boss battle because you're probably never using her again. And there's gonna be better out there, but yeah. But anyone that can blow up the board with a decent finisher would be okay. So like Steph, you could maybe have ready to go with like the multiply gems down. Right? So you could have the finisher ready to go, just click the finisher button and then change 16 gems. Then you get the finisher damage too. 6 stars when she gets really good, child. Triple black. 6-star. I haven't tried it yet, HD. Dakota gets really, really good at 6-star. Acro Carmella, is she chaotic too? Which one is she? Not chaotic. 2 million health Asuka? I would probably use the sub to slow it down then. But that does sound more difficult than normal. Oh. Sure. Yeah, because... So the thing with Mela is all of her multiply gems are going to stay, right? And she's going to make 29 gems turn color and recycle. So yeah, absolutely. Mela would be good at shield breaking. Uh-huh. She's not going to be, like, amazing, right? But she's going to be good at shield breaking for sure. Also, yeah, I think that's what I would do this way. Who works in defensive? Yeah. Bailey. Showboat Bailey works in defensive. Bailey's really good. Because she has a damage per trap. Define... I don't know your roster, child. So, like, as far as defensive goes, or acrobats, yeah, I don't have her yet either, Ellen, as you can see. Somebody asked about Bailey earlier. I think I'm finally getting to this. Armbar! Wait.
Armbar!
You wouldn't use that one, but it's, you know...
Armbar!
So the thing is, she doesn't recycle. Big finisher damage, but this isn't recycling there. So how would you get back to there? How would you get back to the... What is she... How does she get to her green, even? The yellow? It's only 5 charge, so... But it only has 6 MP. You know what? You need more armbar? Okay.
Armbar!
I got you with that.
Yeah.
So the problem with Bailey would be getting back refilled, right? Big finisher, but it's going to be kind of ugly filling all of this stuff because nothing is recycling itself. You would want to use some kind of swipe plate that generates a bunch of the colored gems you want, but it's still 2 colors. You would probably want to get more yellow on the board since this can load 5, but it's pretty brutal. Yeah, I'm just a bit short too, Mayo. Striker Rhea is pretty solid. Pretty solid. So yeah, I don't see Bailey being really great simply because the finisher is going to struggle to reload. Acro Bailey, that might be a different story. I don't remember finisher being Hujo. It's only 40k, so that's a hard nope. From me. That's going to be a no from me, dog.
No, that's not what I'm here to do.
Yeah. It's bring somebody that can break a lot of gems for me. Unless you have Showboat Bailey, defensive is bring somebody that can break a lot of gems so you can help with the shield. So for me, it's going to be Shayna because she'll live, and then I'll just get her snowfall gems all over. The snowfall move. Get out of here. This one, because they'll all stay. So it'll be yellow. And I would probably, and then I would have this one in just to get back to it. Actually, you know what? I lied. No. I would have this one in for sure. The reason I would have this one in is you could be ready to go with the Juggernaut gem down with both of these loaded, and you could get your
Armbar!
On the board and have this on the board, and then you destroy your snowfalls, swipe and reload them both, and do it again. Does Bailey reload with the submission? Did I go past that too quick? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't used her. Does she? I didn't think she did. Oh, it is choose green. You're right. Okay. Hold on. That you're still going to be 2 yellows short. But that's closer. You could do that. Yeah, sure. I don't like that it's choose, but I guess yeah, that would work. So yeah, you could do it that way. Fair play. No. So EO, hold on. If you actually have EO, I don't. EO. She makes 25 trap gems at 6-star. At a 39k bonus per trap gem. So let's say you're not going to take your 6-star, but if you have EO, you probably have the resources to take your 6-star. But let's say you go 5-star gold, she doesn't have the trap move. So you really need her 6-star. Probably Peck. I think you're probably right there, because the thing with... So assuming Lady Boss Battle stays a thing, you definitely need her 6-star to get the most out of her. Not running the trap move, the trap per damage move is a mistake for sure. You can still run her and blow the traps up, yes, but it's not nearly as good. I would 100% take her 6-star if I had her. You could, and she can put some heal gems down and heal herself. So yeah, Peck, Nikki Ash is probably decent. As long as there's yellows on the board, she'll recycle. Yeah, and she can do other stuff too and heal herself. You're not gonna use the damage per trap move at 60 times? Oh, hold on, Trish. Really? I gotta be misunderstanding you. Probably Jimmy B. Probably, yeah. Oh, World of Tanks. 7x7 boost? Why don't you're... Well, you might be onto something with that because the 60 times and then the buff off of the 60 times off of the trap. Yeah. Okay. I'm following you. I'm following you because if you put this down, yeah. You got your 20, your 25. Yeah. So you're talking using the butterfly? No, the victory roll stomp. That's the 7x7. Yeah. With the right? The trap gems, the buff, and the 7x7 blue. Yeah. Because this, I see what you're saying. La Familia, yep, exactly. The one I did in my preview. Yep. I got you. Yes, Peck, exactly. For China, exactly so. Yeah, that would be probably really good because you're 60 times on the trap gem, giving you that new base. Assuming the buff works like it should, silence gems were super wonky last time. So just keep that in mind. If the trap gem buff is wonky, like the silence gems were, they were not right at all. The silence gem buffs with Jimmy and then the plate and stuff, it did not buff properly, like compared to the way those things have in the past. So do keep that in mind. But yeah, you're right. I think if this works the way it should, then yeah, 60 times off of that. I'm following you. Yeah. 5-star would work for sure. Because this would give you, what is that, 40k essentially times 60. That's like 2.4 million per trap, right? Let me get my calculator out. Let's just assume, for argument's sake, you have a 6-star. 25 traps, and it's 39k times 60. I really wish I had her. She was super fun. Yeah, 2.34 million times 25. 58 million. And I think it would depend on what your Dakota was, right? Too. And how well it buffs the things. But yeah, no, I think you're right. That'll probably be better. Because yes, China absolutely has the damage per trap. Yeah, red, purple, instead of the stun, use the trap. We can look at her. And I think, yeah, Nikki Ash will probably be good for most people. You could heal, or you could just try destroying areas and stuff. I think maybe like this, though. And yeah, whoever asked, I missed it. World of Tanks I play a ton of. Very fun game. That's the game I play the most right now. Where was China at? I actually play it more than champs right now, probably. because I don't have to know everything. And I definitely don't know everything about champs, by the way. But it's nice to just play a game and be nobody, and nothing you say matters. So yeah, China this way, right? And it should refill super easy and be a moveset people are familiar with. Aggressive Trickster. I mean, give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you. Is this 321,000? If this is 321,000 edge shards, yes. If it's 32,000, I need commas, no. Yes. I will, because I need enough for her, and then some. Later, Carl. Skyrim, great game too. Take care. Did somebody want to see the blog again? Was that you, Destroyer? Are you still here? What about the black trap move? Let me look. Who wanted to see the blog again? Yeah, right. I guess you could use the finisher too, huh? So, hold on. Hogan plate with the finisher might be fun. Yeah. You want to see the blog again? Okay, I suppose. No, I don't think this one. I don't think this one. Because the drip plate would overwrite. Right, Alan? Eventually it did. The drip plate would overwrite the trap gems. So they wouldn't be boosted. Alright, hold on, back to the blog. This is the main reason it's here, is for this. What else did you want to see? No, I wouldn't, Hitman. Lita is better than Mickey in every way. And until we know we're going to have these all the time. Yes, Peck. Yeah, 5-star gold, yes. 5-star gold, I think, is a fine play. PG era and stuff. There's really nothing else besides the boss health to see. We know the other stuff is in the game. But I do really appreciate this. This makes it very helpful to try and figure out how to attack the boss, right? This is very, very helpful. So I 100% appreciate this. And this was the big thing with the blog. 15 should be doable literally for everyone if you even kind of try. Yeah, Hogan plate will work on any of the traps that are red, right? With red gems when they break, you get a nice boost to any red gems that break on the traps. The rest is, it doesn't say anything about CSS or anything like that, but we do have the boss health, which is a big deal to me. So, and I think that's very helpful. So like this. That'll be nice because, right, like you want to break the purples so you get red gems on the board to break the other traps. You guys agree? You would run a runner this way and then focus on breaking the purples to get the reds on the board. Plus it would refill this. So like, what do we got? So you could start fully loaded if you have Santa Hogan. So you could do, and it makes alls, so you don't really need the trap thing, right? You could do, so Pack, me personally, I am not going to invest unless we can't win. if we can't win, I will invest. But I do not want to until we know, like, if we don't have one lady boss battle a month, it does not make sense to me to invest in them with the shortage of currency. So this way, everything would start loaded turn 1, right? And yeah, the last one would just be red gem damage. Or actually, no, I would do Hollywood. I don't have Acro Dragon Professor. He's not realistic for me because I don't have him. But yes, Acro Dragon for sure if you have him. And I would do, yeah, I would do Hollywood, so a purple match, you know, I get easier to fill up my whatevers, you know. I wish I had Acro Dragon for boss battle, nothing else, but yes, it comes in to haunt me here. So mine, I'd probably have to do it this way. Can I save? Do I have an entourage saved to him? Won't let me right now anyway, to her. That with a Hogan plate would probably be okay, I would think. Otherwise, this plate is really good too. It gets purple on the board to help recycle, right? So this plate would be really good for boss as well. And if you don't have Santa Hogan and you do have Dusty, then I would put Dusty in place of Woods. So run Red MP, Hall of Fame Dusty, and then one swipe will get you loaded with this, and you'll have more purples on the board, and that frees up your trainer slots. So also, I probably would do NWO Hogan and Steamboat if I had him, and then put Dusty there for the purple swipe, probably. And that way, ideally, honestly, I might do that anyway, like, because of the Hogan plate, maybe I do that anyway, if I use the Hogan plate. I don't know. That's actually a good question. The other thing is, too, now you start wondering what's your Dakota at? What point does it become worth it to put Dakota on? Because it's a 60-time base, right? So, gem damage. What's Dakota doing right now for us? I don't even know. 10%. But 10% of 2.3 million is only 230K. Probably not a big deal. No, do well in events, child. Spend a little bit, do well in events. It's tacky, so I usually leave it covered, but it's not, I mean, and I overspend. Fury 2's for sure if you can. It's usually not bad, Alan. It's usually not bad. People, like, I knew it was going to be because it's something new, and there's a lot of the community, not all of it, there's a lot like you guys that are hanging out now talking, everyone's cool, we just want to talk about the game, try and figure out how to play the game, you know, get better at it, and when new stuff comes, generally speaking, most of the time in our game it's met with resistance, no matter how good or bad it looks. It's met with resistance. It's much easier just take the game as it comes and then get to it early and often. If you remember when Straps and Metals came out, people hated it so bad and they were so resistant and they said, I'm not going to even think of this. I'm not even going to use this. The thing is when new stuff changes in the game, if you're behind on the game, every time new stuff comes out, it's a chance to catch up because a ton of people are like, I'm not doing this. And if you, from the start, accept it and work on it, you get ahead. You get closer. I used to always be behind. I'm not an OG player. I have not been playing since day one. I started on the Hardy event, like a month or two before the Hardy event. So like when Jeff and Matt came out, so I'm a couple years behind most OG people. So I started out way behind everybody. And every time something new came in the game, I got closer and closer to catching up, I always felt. Yeah, you do, right, Alan? Right? Metals not is dumb luck, honestly. So armored metals, here I can't get there every day now. Let me see, faction store. Not that store, faction store, dummy. Faction. Yeah, none in here, right? Nope. Okay. Pretty much just stips. Yeah, right? Double armor honky tonk man at the start. It made it so easy. Dango, I dangoed everyone. Stip store, that's what I want. Why am I drawing a blank on the stip store? Ah, wrong button, sorry. Shows you how often I go to stip tours. Why? Give me, sorry. Shop. Correct me if I'm wrong, do medals ever show up in this one? I think they only show up in the other one. And then you can get specific ones, but it's random what you get. It's really tough, to be honest. They do? Okay. Do they ever show up? I thought I remember armor specific ones showing up. Is that accurate or am I misremembering? Level 4 and 5? Right. And it's like a move damage or a defensive slot, right? Random, but the slot shows which slot it is, right? So unfortunately, most of the time now, metals are complete RNG whatever from stuff like, I think the month-long faction contest had them. Do we still in this one? The month-long had some, Talent Up has some, but it's completely random. It looks like they're not in this one anymore. It's really hard. Honestly, I don't, the tier 4s and stuff, like, you should be able to get, like, I don't have a tier 5 armor percentage. Fury 2 is events, generally higher up, just like Takedown 2. Typically, if you can get 1 or 2 bonus milestones, you'll snag some of those. Typically, but not always. Yes. So, I mean, if we're going to talk about medals for a second, here. Right? 20% gem defense for maxing out a tier 4 armor, right? So there's that. But then if you look at these, your substats on armor matter to the point where this is what you want. Because this is extra you can't get a lot of places. So if you start adding up substats that are all gem defense percentage, that's why you want to save all of your medals if they're at a tier you still use. Prize Wall does have the boxes, but it's complete RNG. I never got a armor black move damage percentage medal or a fury or a takedown until I have a fury 2 and a takedown 2 now. But all the time I was playing, I never got a black percentage tier 4 or 5 move damage medal ever. Until I got Fury 2 and Takedown 2. Prize Wall, yes. Milestones, no. Sometimes the Prize Wall has Fury 2s you have to read, but usually not. Milestones, yes. It's usually the 2s. And the 2s, the difference in the 2s is the set bonus, not the overall. So like you take this, right? This maxes out at 200%. A tier 5 padded maxes out at 200%. Where a tier 5 takedown 2 also maxes out at 200%. The difference is the bonus. The 2-set bonus is 40% extra move damage. So the difference on the 2s is the percentage of bonus from the match. Otherwise, they're the same as other tier 5s. But you obviously, takedown gets you that extra 25% over a takedown 1 and 40% over anything else. Yeah, some of the icons are ridiculously huge, which is funny. Oh, are we 2 hours in already? Jeez Louise, that went fast. I know I didn't play a lot of the icons today. So apologies. I will put preview videos out in the next 2 days for them though. I can play them again really quick. Yeah. If people want, like, I can't play JBL. Goldie will have that for you on Thursday. But like Angle, did they fix the arms? Hold on. Nope, left one, right one's still a little bit longer, right? Yep. Later this week, they should be in the King of Kings. There's no guaranteed way, child, unfortunately. It's just stupid luck. So that's always been a somewhat point of contention with myself. Like, I would love a prize wall where I could pick specific medals. Would love that. That I would take that over almost anything they have to offer. I would even take offers where they sell me specific medals, right? Because sometimes you literally, for over a what, I think a year, the 6 months I used Embrace the Vision Seth, could not get a move damage medal for him to save my life. Had everything but a move damage medal. Yeah, I actually would, Alan, in the medal case. There are times in the past when I absolutely would have. For guaranteed only. I do not want to spend for RNG ever. So Angle was really cool with the triple green. Maybe work something in with the stun. Maybe with the sub, but not super fast. Probably 3 turns triple green. Maybe 2 turns, honestly, with a Sheik plate. But yeah. Yeah, I'd buy specific straps at times as well. Yes, absolutely, CJ. They have in the past. They sold ladies move damage any showboat one for any era. So later, Alan, take care. Thanks for being on. And I think I bought that one, or was that in a prize wall? I think it was in a prize wall. Also, guys, it's always a good idea from the perspective that you can put them on anyone to get a Rainmaker strap if you don't have one, because that can go on man or lady, and you can move it anywhere you need. To anyone from any era or gender. And they're not great damage-wise, but it can go on any superstar. It's just loot gem damage, and it can go on any superstar. So these are super handy. Let's say you only have like 1 drip plate, and you like moving your drip plate around. Or you... Did I freeze? I froze. Or you only have 1 Titan plate, but you want to move your Titan plate around. It does cost strap parts, but you can move them around if you don't buy the strap-up pass for more plate removals. That can come in really handy. Or also, if you don't want to unlock straps for eras like I did today for, what's-his-face? Barrett. I just moved a strap. Mosh, they said that it was going to rotate, so I don't think it'll always be class-specific. I think it's either Rick or Braun, Mass Panda. Either Rick or Braun is my guess. But I would say probably Rick, looking at that. Let me fix my window capture. It always does this, champs. Hey, there's my calculator. There we go. So if you look at this, this is what he's referring to. Dogface solo contest. That could either be Rick or Braun, right? Rick Steiner would be really cool. Sometime later this month, they said, Nev. They didn't say when, but sometime later this month. Yep, yep. Right? I'd be good with either of them. So ETV Seth, depending on what you're trying to do, child, he really isn't in the current meta at all, right? Like, especially without anything. So it really depends what you're trying to do with him, what your goals are, what you're telling me you want to use him for, the other strikers on your roster, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'd be fine with either, to be honest, but I would love the Steiners. It would be cool, since we've had a very tag-themed month, and it's the rework of Showdown. If we got Rick and Scott Steiner, that would be super cool. How many weeks are left? Is it 2 weeks left in the month? Or is there 3 weeks left? I'm drawing a blank. There's 3 weeks left? Because who is week 1? I thought there was 2. Week 1 was, who is week 1? Superstar. This was EO. Who is week 1? I'm drawing a blank. Why am I drawing a blank? Who is week 1? Oh yeah, Andre. Yeah. Okay, how did I forget that already? Andre. Yeah. So that would be on. That's really weird. Though, like, Andre doesn't really fit in with the other ones. Not that I care, but because we don't always have. At least we got like EO to complete the whatchamacallit, the roster, whatever, the damage control stuff. But it would be cool to close it out with Rick and Scott for sure. Although that would be, honestly, I would love to have a MLC where we had the Steiners as free and chase. I don't care which is which. And then a new Braun for a weekend card. That would be a super fun MLC to me. So I would have probably preferred something like that. I'd also be hyped for a Dusty Cody MLC free chase sort of thing. Plenty of those. That would be super cool. I like a lot of that stuff, right? We could get Dashing Cody Rhodes. He's still not in the game, and that was a gimmick he had, so they could add him easily. Yeah, Dusty, I mean, there's tons of versions, you know, whatever, just make a Dusty like we care. I'll take a Dusty, any version. Yeah, so I've said this a bunch. ECW would be amazing. I think it just depends who all they have licensing for, child. Another awesome MLC would for sure be the WCW Cruiserweights. That would be super cool. I loved the WCW Cruiserweights. Kidman, La Parka, Juventud, Malenko, Eddie. I mean, yeah, there were so many. Billy Kidman is one of my favorite WCW guys. Loved Kidman. Psychosis. Absolutely Psychosis. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of like those ones too. I'd love a NXT month. I want Tyler Bate so bad. And I know HD loves Tyler Bate too. I really want Tyler Bate. Alex Wright, so we can see Scopely design the dance. Also, Al Snow, a hardcore month would be great. Al Snow, I really would love an Al Snow. Mustache Mountain, indeed. Tyler Bate is so good. Not that I'm aware of, Theory. Not that I'm aware of. Ilya Dragunov, he's super cool. Love him in the game. The Creed brothers. Yeah, I can go on about NXT, man. Like every lady in NXT is pretty much amazing. That ladies division is awesome. Weekend character head for Al Snow. Terry Funk would be awesome, yeah. Chainsaw Charlie, I'd be down. Yep. Ivy Niles, Sol Ruka, Roxanne Perez, Final Boss, absolutely. Right to censor MLC, I think a lot of people would love that, right? Elba Fire, yeah, that whole division is fire. Yep. Jobber month, Brooklyn Brawler, SD Jones, Iron Mike Sharp. Might as well throw Corbin into there at this point. They job him out to everyone. Al Snow is a free character, head is the chase. I'd pop for that. I don't care what anyone says. I want Mizdow really bad. I loved Mizdow. Loved Mizdow. Friggin' give me Damian Sandow. Take my money. LA Knight would be great. Absolutely. There's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, that's the one thing about wrestling, right? Like, we're all kind of, we all are. Yeah, Sonya Deville's kind of way overdue. We all have people we like, and it's awesome. Ridiculous good in NWA or ridiculous bad, Theory. I love Sandow. I thought he was amazing. I'm assuming ridiculous good. Yeah, right on. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I like him. Honestly, too, I hate saying this, but frickin' Logan Paul is way too good at wrestling. Really hate that. I want a Mortal Kombat crossover. That would be great, child. We did never get the vaudeville villains. I like them as a tag. Lanny and Randy month. That would be cool for sure for the older guys, older era stuff. I want Bruiser Brody at some point. Country Rules. I don't disagree. Iconics. I hope they come back. Frickin' what the Billy Kay. She was so dang funny with the stupid "here's my resume" thing. I thought she was hilarious. Like, I really thought she was good. Yeah, why don't we have Jesse the Body in the game? He did a ton of stuff. He was an announcer and stuff too. Does he have a kind of issue with WWE at all? Yeah, dude, Billy Kay was fire. He did take him to court? Well, that would be why. Okay. I mean, I should know. I grew up in Minnesota and he was our governor. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's Logan Paul. He could be like Miz level heel, and honestly, I think Miz is one of the greatest heels ever. He's really good at what he does. Super underrated. Get to the chopper. You know, and Logan Paul is like a more athletic Miz. Sherry Martel is the one I see probably named the most. Like, for all of the ladies we don't have Legend Era, Sherry gets mentioned a lot. I don't know if we'd see Moolah given all of the bad stuff that's came out post whatever. Terminator would be great. I agree. Country Rules. I would imagine he would be expensive. No, not Mae Young's hand. Stop, HD. Stop. No. Oh no, Luna was awesome. That was a really good Dark Side of the Ring too. Luna was really good. And so Bull Nakano would be great too. Oh, somebody said Alundra, I think, when we were looking at the boss battle, and I think I spaced it. The hand is all grown up. He was at... the Knoxville thing? Oh, nicely done, HD. Nicely done. I'm like, where is he going? Oh, the Knoxville thing. What is Alundra? Which one is she? I was hoping she'd be defensive. Of course not. That's hilarious. Frickin' Sami Zayn is such a good worker. He is so good. I love Sammy. I love Sammy. It's too bad, like, Benoit was so good. That's a actual, real, serious, like, I would imagine so much has to do with the CTE, the concussions and brain injury and stuff. Man, that's really sad. You know? He's not good, Pez. You probably will never use his trainer either, or very rarely. Benoit was really good. Yeah. And, like, that happens a lot to football players, too, like Junior Seau. Oh, yeah, Brian Pillman was freaking awesome. Crazy. Crazy like a fox, but yeah. Yeah, it was, child. It's terrible, but, I mean, like, the CTE stuff is a real thing. As someone who boxed and then played a lot of football, that's something I follow. I forget what I'm talking about mid-sentence, and I wonder if I have some of that, like, post-concussion crap. Not that I ever had any diagnosed, but what that does to people that long-term play is pretty brutal. Yeah, I was listening to... Do you guys know who Merrill Hodge is? He was a fullback for the Steelers. He used to be on... I don't know if he still is, but not very far. But he used to be on with Ron Jaworski on Monday Night Countdown and stuff. I don't know if he still is. But he was talking one day, and he said sometimes he had to pull over on his way home from work because he couldn't remember where he lived. And that to me was like, man, it is not worth that. I love football and I'm glad I played, but it is not worth that. When you hear like somebody who is smart and well-spoken and on TV and talks well, and he's talking about having to pull over on his way home from work because he can't remember where home is, that's scary, you know? That's something I don't know that I could get into, really, child. Like, I don't know what's right necessarily or wrong there. Like, obviously what he did was wrong, right? No matter what. But if CTE was better understood, would he have gotten help sooner, maybe? You know what I mean? Would he have not been cleared to wrestle sooner? And there's a lot of if questions, right? Just like there are with football players and boxers and all that stuff. As we know more and as we learn more, and unfortunately too, like in America in general, and I know he was Canadian, but in America in general, mental health is really, it is, the situation is what it is, regardless of fault, correct. But like, it's still really taboo. Like, people a lot of times don't even want to take medication, and people will, like, because somebody will say I'm crazy if I'm taking mental health medication. But you go to the doctor and you get medicine to adjust your thyroid levels, to adjust hormone levels, all these different things, and nobody will think twice about it. But if you adjust a chemical in your brain, you know, people still say, well, that person's you know, on crazy meds or stuff like that. And then in general, mental health insurance doesn't cover things like that and whatnot. So it's unfortunate in general how mental health is treated. And I think the more light that gets shined on that, the better, you know? Right, Evo? See, 100%, right? Because you don't want to tell somebody you have an issue, right? And even think about, like, and this can come down, like, depending on how you were raised. A lot of us are probably older, right? But like, my dad was always good about showing emotion and telling me he loved me and hugging me and stuff, right? But how often have you heard, if you're in your 40s as a dude, you don't want to show, you shouldn't show emotion, you shouldn't show that you care, you shouldn't act like you have feelings, right? So Mark says, but from a humanity standpoint, it's effed up that they aren't doing his memory the justice they should. So I'm not going to let that go through simply because of the F word, because we're on the Champs channel. But I did read the comment for you. I think as a wrestler, there's no denying how good he was, right? And then what happened is absolutely a tragedy and horrible. There's no way around it, right? Like, as for like fault or blame or terrible person or whatever people want to say, I don't think that's fair for a lot of people to say. It won't stop them from it. Obviously what happened, no, you're fine, Mark. Obviously what happened was terrible, right? And could it have been prevented if mental health was better known, CTE stuff was better known and more accepted, and get help? Probably, right? But I mean, we'll never know. And unfortunately, this happens to a lot of things. Postpartum depression, right? Like, that's a real thing. Somebody can have, yes, Eddie was super hard on him too. When someone has a baby, their hormones can literally sometimes go completely out of whack, and they literally a lot of times can't do anything about it, and the signs are right there for people around them to help, but often they don't, because they don't understand it. And then, you know, if the lady's left home alone, just the kid, no one else to talk to, there's a lot of rough stuff like that in general, and stuff that isn't treated properly by other people, right? Like, in general, it's okay to have mental issues, mental health issues. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a crazy person. See someone, get help, get the right kind of medicine, and you'll feel way better. That's awesome, Pat. That's awesome. Run Woods at 5-star HD. And normally, maybe the Champs channel isn't the best spot for this kind of discussion, but I'm not going to duck away from, like, important subjects like that. You know what I mean? And I don't think there's anything wrong with being open with those kind of things, you know? If you guys, so you might be surprised, I talk a lot, right? That's what I do on stream and stuff. I actually have pretty substantial social anxiety and worry. So I thought it was normal. My whole life growing up, I just thought I was a worrier, right? I just worried about stuff. It's normal to get worried. That's what I thought, right? Like, I would get sick to my stomach with worry. And I thought that was normal. Into my late 20s, I was always uncomfortable in social situations. I assume that I had panic attacks, but I just didn't know it, or I just ignored it. You know what I mean? Like, I would be in let's say like a Taco Bell, right? And if it was packed, I would be like kind of anxious, like, I need to get out of here. Or like, if you go to a school, if you have kids, you'll know exactly what I mean. If you go to a grade school to pick up your kids and you're waiting, all of these grade school kids are like streaming by you and they have no sense of social space. They'll like bump into you and stuff, that would like set me huge on edge. Like, this is horrible, right? And then like sometimes I'd be in Taco Bell, I'd start like tapping my leg, like if the restaurant was full, and I'd be like, I got to get out of here, right? And I would deal with it and get rid of it and put it down and not let it freak me out. But I would just deal with it, right? You know what I mean? So, and I just thought what was normal. Like if Mrs. Merrick's wasn't home on time, I'd start worrying, and not normal kind of worrying, like, is she okay? Did something happen? Is she dead? Oh my gosh, you know, like crazy intrusive thoughts that aren't normal. And I just thought it was normal. So I'd text her and I'd be upset if she didn't text me, because I'm like, why wouldn't she tell me, just so I wouldn't worry, you know what I mean? And she's like, you know, that's not normal, right? And I'm like, whatever, that's not normal for me. It's been that way my whole life, right? So I tell my doctor this, and she's looking at me and she's like, that's not normal. I'm like, yeah, it is normal for me. She's like, no, you actually have anxiety. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't have panic attacks. She's like, my doctor's getting exhausted with me. She's like, this isn't a bad thing. You know, just so you know, it's not a bad thing. And I'm like, okay, but I don't have anxiety. She's like, you have social anxiety and you have excessive worry. I'm like, no, I don't. And she's like, look, you don't have to live this way. I'm like, live what way? Like, I'm arguing with her and stuff. And then she's like, just try, you should just try medication for it and see if it's better. I'm like, and I didn't want to, but I wanted to be a better person for my family. That's like how it all came up, right? Like, I feel like I'm worrying too much. Stuff bothers me too much. I want to be a better person for my family. HD, do you have these 3 moves? So I did. And it turns out you don't have to worry about everything. Right? So I take venlafaxine for worry, and I would call it mild social anxiety. That's not what it's listed as. So run these 3 HD, and then just run it this way. You can put in Santa, and then you'll start with the jump hook kick loaded. You're going to heal enough that it's fine, but just run it this way. That you should be able to get through it, no problem. Assuming if you have a strap, just put some move damage medals on. It gets beefy. Obviously, Ray Plate is way better than Escape Artist. Escape Artist is just if you feel like being a dick in feud. So yeah, that helped me huge. Who wanted to see my Showdown store? So I would tell everybody, you know, if you're anxious or worried, I mean, now I can basically, it's still there, but I don't like freak out about it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I can more choose to decide if what I'm worrying about is realistic. It's always still there a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. Like, I was getting sick to my stomach like a couple times a day, feeling like I was going to throw up from worry. And I just thought that was normal, you know? So, look at the faction contest rewards. Let me do the Showdown shop for who wanted to see my Showdown stop. So anyway, I don't duck from that. Yeah, child complete. If you're not on my streams in general on my channel, this is mostly what they're always like. And I stream champs 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Once in a while I miss a day, but same time as this, just on my channel. So there's my shop. Yeah, child complete. Absolutely, yeah. It just excessive worry. 3 to 5. Yeah, I don't stream on weekends. I take those off. I want to do other stuff. That would be Pat. So that would be super cool. Actually, Pat, I would be 100% down for that. Hit me up in DMs and let's figure that out. That would be super cool. Super, super cool. Actually, it'd be nice to do something like that in general. I use my small platform for something. Yeah, it's a good mix, right? I know I'm 30 minutes over. Purple will probably tell me, why did you stream so long afterwards? And I'll be like, I was having fun. Yeah, Hollywood's in there. That's the big one for a lot of people. I saw somebody posted 600K for a 5-star bronze Hollywood full poster. It was like 598K. Right on, Star. That's awesome. And a lot of people are afraid to talk about it, you know? And if you're uncomfortable talking about it, that's fine, right? But also know that if you can be open and share about it, you can help others too. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing. For sure. Right? Like it's hard to do and it's not fun, but it is important, I think. Why am I looking at the faction contest? Oh, I know what you mean. You mean these. We looked at this a couple times earlier. Yeah, it could also be Braun though. Dog-faced, I would assume is Rick, but it could also be Braun. No, but it's random what shows up in your shop, right? You're not going to get 600k today, but it's random to show what's in your shop. I think it's just random. They're going to show up often, right? Is there a refresh on the shop? Let me look. Here. Is it cheap? If there's a cheap showdown refresh, I didn't look. If you guys want some science, for science, is it 49? Oh, 800? Okay, never mind. It was like it used to be. I was going to show you guys for science, but 800, I don't love you guys that much. Sorry. Don't love you guys quite that much. But yeah, I can post. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Let me start something in my Discord channel server. And let's do... I'm gonna, in the polls room, let's use it for something good. I'll tag everyone because it's my server. Please post screenshots of your Showdown store options for the Horde Air community. There we go. Theory, I try not to be optimistic or pessimistic. I try to just take it as it comes, right? So here's what's my Discord? I'll get you a link. Here's the way I look at every event. For me, maxing the event is hitting the free milestones. Anything else is gravy, and I look at what makes sense for me. Then I find I don't ever really get too worked up anymore. There's my Discord. Very few rules. Don't be a dick, and no faction recruiting will mostly keep you fine. We stay away from politics and religion too, as people lose their mind over that. Other than that, it's pretty chill. We're actually almost up to 1,700 people in it now. And for the most part, rarely ever need to moderate anything. We did have somebody get hacked and post a bunch of spam links to a questionable site the other night, but that doesn't happen too often. I think that's maybe the third or fourth time ever that's happened when somebody gets hacked. So yeah. A lot of rooms. It's big. General is open for pretty much anything. We have a complaining room, which right now is been changed to crying about female boss battle. Before that, it was crying about something else. When people cry a lot about something, we change the name of that one. The polls room, people are posting up their pictures of Showdown. There's a lot of them coming in. Holy crap, you guys are awesome. So yeah, you'll be able to see a bunch of stuff, and we can use that as a resource too. You like Lana? Right on, I'm glad she's working for you. Okay, I think I will oh, wrong button. I'm so sorry, Sense. You have it. Don't look at your tag right now because it says crybaby. You're not a crybaby. I need to remove that as soon as I figure out how. I tried to put you as a member. There we go. And I accidentally selected crybaby. That's what we had a name for somebody that wanted a certain color behind their name, so I changed their title to crybaby. Yes, Embrace the Vision is in the new store. I saw that post already of that. I see Trish, see EST, Bianca, Mr. T, Hollywood. There's a ton of stuff. Mutant Foley, that's in mine. That won't surprise anyone. Is 400 the biggest Starfill frag amount so far? Something like that. Acrodoink, nice. He's really rare, actually. So that's cool. I haven't seen any gears yet, Yojo. Any last questions before I call it a day, guys? On the positive note, Professor is streaming. Great voice, even better than mine. And I'm sure he'll be talking boss battle because he does a lot of that too. So I would highly recommend checking Professor out. So stick around for the raid. You don't need to do anything, just raid. If you're not, feel free to join my Twitch. Tomorrow, 3 to 5, I'll be streaming just pretty much like today. We'll be going over boss battle, though. I'll be trying to lock in some builds. And then this week's mid-range boss, everybody, I think just about every faction should be able to do. Yeah, Doc Holiday. 15s look really doable with the boss health being that. 500 million, still a decent chunk, but I think we can get there. So, all right. So yeah, check out the Discord. Feel free to use it. I don't always comment a ton. I try to read most of it. Roster advice, I don't comment in a lot, but there generally are people that will help for that. So it's 6 battles a day, and you get 1 energy and out for every 4 hours, I think, because I'm back up to 1. So 20's 500 million, Crazy Dina. I will flash that on the screen once more for you guys. That's not it. Where did that go? Stop it. This one. There you go. 20, 500 million, 15, 77, 10, 31 million. So yeah, it looks like it regenerates every 4 hours. So that's a 24-hour period to get back up to 6. So you only need to play once a day. Auto mod got you for the period, Nico. So yeah, it looks like 6 attacks a day, which is great with me. I don't want to play a ton of Showdown. I was playing none of it. So eventually I'm going to get enough currency anyway. It's not going anywhere, you know? I don't need it all today. So I'm not rushing to the top personally. Obviously some people want to, and that's cool too. Like this dude, 5K is the max. I mean, he really wants to be on the top. Dear goodness, my man, slow down. There's also no cap to the points you can earn. So that's nice. Before you had a daily cap, now you don't. To me, I'm good just chilling back here. I'm in no hurry. Right? I'm just going to do what I can do. So yeah. The new promoter shards will be in the King of Kings store on Friday. Not Friday. Later this week was what was said. Looks like we have old Hall of Fame tokens in there too. So you can still get old Hall of Fame tokens, which is good to know. Somebody posted those up. Mr. T again. Looks like a lot of Mr. T's, Bianca's, Seth's, Hogan. Seeing a lot of Hollywood. There's Doink. Acro Doink. So yeah. All right. Yeah, old Hall of Fame tokens in there too. I would not put a drip plate on Ridge ever, MJ. You want to run a Titan plate with triple black. Drip is a huge waste on him. It barely hits harder on the first cycle. Second cycle, drip or Titan plate blows it away. It's a waste of a drip plate to put it on Ridge. You want Titan all the way. All the way. Don't know who's are available. If you want to see regular Showdown, it's in my server. You can see there's tons of them posted. I would assume all 6 of them will be available in the King of Kings one. Yes, Dakota is my first choice for a drip plate out of any poster in the game. All right, guys, we're going to raid Professor. Stick around, raid him up, chat him up, enjoy his stream. He's a really cool guy, really chill stream. I think you will like it. And if you want to talk, hang out more, we'll do it again tomorrow. KO is going to be better, probably. Maybe on Black Gem Day, he can counteract that. But KO is probably still better. You'd have to test it, though, if you're going for a leaderboard. Professor G. I really like Ridge. I would take him. I took him to 6-star. He makes Ghostbuster Cena ridiculous, and you won't miss having Zombie Rhea at all. You won't use her, in fact. You can hit for 13 million, turn 1 in feud. If you have a 17k Santa Hogan, Ridge, and Tech Cena, you're going to hit for 13 million, turn 1 in feud. Yes, Ridge with a Titan, triple black. I will happily run him on my stream tomorrow if enough people want to see it, since mine is 6-star, triple black with a Titan. Take care, guys. Have a good night. I had fun.
Early 1920s of the change in society to an instant gratification. Here it comes. The WWE Champion stream is in. What's happening, Merrick's? Thank you so much for the stream. Star and CEO, you just made the list. Thank you so much. Bro, Eagles, what's happening? Got my peanut butter beside me. I'm ready. I'm ready. Welcome in all the Raiders. Welcome in Merrick's. Hope it was a good stream. Hope everyone had a really good time. You just made the list. Thank you so much for the follow. Awesome. Welcome on in, everybody. Ida Monty, thank you so much. I'm trying to